Hi folks, Katie here from Albert Astro. I know it's been a long time since I last did an editing video and put anything up on my YouTube channel. Um, but tonight I thought, why not? So I decided to troll through my data files and see what I had. And I think this is from February, March of 2022 when I was still shooting with one-shot colour, the ZWO-ASI 533 MC Pro, which I still keep. But I upgraded to the mono version of it. And since getting that, that's the only camera I've used. But if you look over my shoulder here, you'll see I've got a new mount. I got the ZWO-AM5, and the reason I did that was for portability. I can actually lift that even with the telescope and everything on it. I can still lift it without actually hurting my rotator cuff. My HEQ5 Pro, I will still use that and hopefully have two setups going this season. Darkness is starting to creep in just a little at the moment, and hopefully within the next 4 weeks we'll be back to having some dark nights and fingers crossed some clear skies. But in the meantime, like I said, I've brought up some really old data and I'm going to play with that, and hopefully you'll find, some useful tips on what I'm doing. Everybody's got their own workflow, and I always tell people astrophotography is like any type of photography, it's subjective. Do what you want to do, and if you're happy with the final outcome of your image, that's all that matters. So, without further ado, let's get into some editing. And here we have the raw image, and this is uh, the NGC 6960. So let me say this much. All these that you see, all these tools, I don't use all of them. I'm just too lazy to go in and do a new board and just put up the ones that I use, which is normally maybe about half a dozen of them. So I, I I honestly don't know why I haven't deleted them off. Right, first things first, I've brought up the STF, the screen transfer function, and I'm going to unclick the link here because if I don't, it'll bring up the image as green. Let's just see. See, there we go. And we don't want that. So if we unlink the channels and then click the auto stretch, there we go. Now let's turn this image around 180 degrees. So there's the actual image, and as you can see there's quite a bit of structure and detail and colour. Also lots and lots and lots of stars, but I guarantee you when I zoom in here there'll be lots and lots of noise as well. Yep, but that's a given when you're shooting astrophotography. Right, now next thing I am going to bring up my histogram transformation and make this image non-linear, because if I don't and I go to use some of these tools, it doesn't always work out good. So if I do my non-linear, then it will work fine. And normally it would go like that. And as you can see, we've got our preview window, and I'm now going to reset that and reset that. Take that window down, and as you can see, it's now non-linear. The green band has gone. and we'll close these windows just down for the moment, just minimize that. Right, so first things first, I'm going to do a color calibration and just drag and drop the triangle. And it might not look as if it's done much, but I'll show you the before and after. Before, let's zoom in a bit. After. Before, after. So it is doing it, albeit pretty subtle. And next I'm going to do is process all processes and down to dynamic crop and take out this line along here. And I don't want to cut too much of the image, so we'll go as near as possible. There, that will do. Perfect. And that's our image cropped for the present time being. And next what I will do is an auto background extraction. Now, normally I would actually do a dynamic background extraction, but sometimes the auto works just as good, to be honest. Depends on the image and data. So I'll click on subtraction and I'm going to replace that because I know that it will be okay. There we go, and there's all the gradients that it's taken out. And as I say, there is quite a bit of noise in there. So if you bear with me a second, I will go and it's right up at 90. I'm not even going to go that far. Not for the first lot. I think I'll do 40 for the present time. And later on, I'll do another noise reduction. I don't want to make it too soft at present. And this takes around about 60-90 seconds. So that's the noise reduction finished, and it's done its job. It's taking a wee bit of the noise out, as you can see. There's quite a bit there. There we go. And as I say, in moderation, don't want to go too soft. But what I am going to do is bring out some more of the structure. So I'm going to go up to scripts, down to utilities, and you've got this advanced sharpening tool. I'm not going to do 40, I'll do 20 because I don't want it to be too stark and sharp because then the contrast, doesn't do it too well. As you can see, it's quite soft there, but just with a little bit of sharpening, it brings out that wee bit of detail more. I don't really want to do too much to this because, as I say, I'm quite happy with the detail that's there. And I think when I shot this, I must have been using my filter, my enhance, I would imagine. So let's do a clone for Starless. As I say, if you don't have the Bill Blanching tools, I would highly recommend that you download them. It cuts the editing time down, where you're not spending hours editing the image. Unless you're happy doing everything manual, then fair enough. But I'm enjoying using these tools and they do a fantastic job. So, I would say yes, definitely go for them. So let's do a clone for Starless. And there we are. There's our clone. We will minimize the original image. And I'll just put that down there out the way. And we'll use the clone. And what I'm going to do is star net for my star mask. Now, as I've already stretched my image and made it non-linear, I'm going to untick this box and drag and drop. Now, this takes the same amount of time as the noise reduction, anything from 60 to 90 seconds. So hopefully it won't take too long. So now we have our star mask. I'll take that away and I'll minimize this just now because we'll put that on once we're finished editing and bringing out the color. So next step, I am going to go with a red mask and bring out some of this H alpha. So I'll bring that over, drag and drop. And once the mask is up, there we go. I will put that over there, get rid of that, and click on there. Now, obviously, this is the mask here, so I am going to hide that because it is distracting, but the mask is still there, folks. As you can see, that's the mask. That's letting me know it's there. I'm now going to bring up curve transformation and a preview window, and I'll click on the red channel and I'll just gently bring out some of the HA. See that? There we go. Wow, quite a lot there, but I don't want to overcook and overkill. So, and I don't want to hit the ceiling of the color here, which is up here. So I don't want to go above here because then it takes the detail away. And let's press the lightness here just to see. As you can see, look, wow. I'm not going to do that, I just wanted to show you. Anyway, so we'll get rid of that, and I am going to disable this mask, and that's that mask gone. I'm now going to go into the cyan mask because cyan is like a mixture of green and blue, like teal. I could go into the green mask, but I'm doing the cyan. And we'll bring out some of that beautiful colour. Right, and then we'll put that over there. And because I've already had a mask on, the Pixinsight algorithm, if you want to call it that, recognises that, so there it's showing it up there. Because I hid it before with the other one, it is there, see? And we will do our preview window. We will go to the green channel and we'll just gently bring out, there we go, see that? Now you can play about with these colours and bring out whatever you want. Like for instance, you can go into the hue and change things there. You can go in here. Let's see. There we are. Like, wow. No, I'll stick with what I've got. I'm happy. And there we are. And we will take that mask off now. That's done its job. Let's have a wee zoom in. Yeah, as I say, you can still see lots of hydrogen hiding there in the background. I'll get rid of that mask as well. Oh, and this one. I like to keep a clean desk. So And I'm pretty happy with that. Now let's see what it's going to look like with the stars all on it. That looks okay. Now there is a lot of stars. I don't want that many stars. So as I say, I'm happy with what I'm seeing at the moment. So what I'm going to do is go into Pixel Math and put the stars back on this image. Go into Expression Editor, and I haven't changed the names of the files, the tabs. Sorry folks. So it's starless plus star mask, and we'll OK that and go click. And there we have, there's our starless version. Some people like to show just the starless version. And there's our one with our stars. Now I'm going to go in and do another noise reduction, and I'll do 70% because we already did it earlier. As I say, I don't want to over soften this image. And we're a quarter of the way through. I might look and see what other data I've got, you know, where it involves doing more editing on it. But this actually surprisingly turned out pretty good. It doesn't require too much. Sometimes you get lucky. Right, so let's check. Yeah, I'm happy with that, guys. Right, so I'm going to take some of these stars out, and as I said earlier, Bill Blanchon has made these tools that we can use, and I tend to favour this one, method 3. Now I'm going to change that 3 to a 1 because 1 gives me a strong removal of stars. 3 is just a soft reduction, so I'll drag and drop that. And just to show you, big difference, and I'll do that again. Still too many stars for me. I don't want that many. I want the actual nebula to be the first thing you see and not all the stars. So let's try it again. Oh yeah, that looks pretty cool. Yeah. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah, I'm going to stick with that. And what I will do is I'll try and bring it out a little tad more here. Not too much. We'll do just a slight S-curve, just a bend. Right, let's see. That's looking actually okay. I'm quite happy with that. And there we go. Yeah, I'm happy with that, folks. So here endeth this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed that. I know I did. Thanks. Bye, guys.